Back to the breaking news in Libya. As President Qaddafi's forces continue to advance against rebel positions, the United Nations has approved a resolution to implement a no-fly zone and use, and I quote now, all necessary measures to stop him. Joining me now to help break down what this means, Major General James Spider-Marks. General, two questions, I suppose. How is this going to be implemented, and how fast is it going to start?
Well, the first question is I'm not sure. Clearly, the 10 members in the Security Council that voted for it, I would imagine, will want to pony up some resources to make that happen. But it is a very difficult task, bringing together the different types of aircraft, all the air clearance messages, all the type of coordination that needs to take place, not the least of which is who's got the lead. It's clearly not the United Nations. It's going to be tagged with some nation's flag in order to implement this. Then you have to establish what those rules of engagement look like. And how long it's going to take, I don't know. It's probably going to, at a minimum, it's going to be several days. But the thing that's very difficult here is that no-fly zone by itself does very little. Qaddafi doesn't need his aircraft, frankly, to achieve the results that he's trying to achieve. What needs to be in place is something that's akin to the Operation Northern Watch and Operation Southern Watch, which was implemented in Iraq for the intervening years between Desert Storm in the early 90s and Iraqi freedom back in 2003. What happened there is it was not only a no-fly zone, it was a no-drive zone, and any movement north or south of the designated lines were punished, and Saddam got the message very clearly. If this is going to be implemented, it has to be much broader in its definition.
Well, let me, I don't want to read the whole UN resolution to you, but it does have pretty broad language there. It talks about using all necessary measures to protect civilians in civilian-populated areas under threat of attack in the Libyan area, et cetera. So it would seem to me that, look, the U.S. military has known this might be coming for quite some time now. Are they ready at this moment, do you think, if the commander-in-chief, the president, picks up the phone to Secretary Gates and says, start right now taking out those anti-aircraft protections around Tripoli, around Benghazi? I want to know that when I send that first sortie in, they're going to be safe. Are they ready to do that? Because time is of the essence, because Qaddafi's been encircling Benghazi day by day now. So how long will it take just to get that done?
Well, to answer your question, the military is absolutely ready. I would only acknowledge that there's probably 19 plans already that have been worked through, and there are different variations of those plans. So the short answer is sure. The U.S. military is prepared. Additionally, the president's not going to give the commander or give the chairman or the African command commander or the EUCOM commander. I'm not sure who's going to have the lead in this particular effort. Direct guidance like that. If he says establish a no-fly zone, the questions assumptions have been made, and questions are going to have to be answered in terms of what that truly means and who else is going to participate. Again, a no-fly zone by itself doesn't do much. It's not going to accomplish the task. Qaddafi could still march into Benghazi if his air defense systems are being knocked out. He frankly doesn't need that capability, so it needs to be a broader definition of what that kinetic action is going to